In popular memory, the Revolutionary War is a minor afterthought to the Declaration of Independence, one in which American patriots quickly overwhelmed a hapless British army in what's popularly imagined as being a grand adventure. In reality, the Revolutionary War was an 8-year-long global conflict which bookended the Declaration of Independence. For American soldiers, even in the first campaigns of 1775, this was no game. Soldiers privately confided in their journals about the real dangers and grinding miseries that transcend through to military service today.
The whole army soon came up where we all stayed that night and had nothing to cover us but the heavens, and it was very cold, and they flung bombs among us, and we had a very tedious night of it indeed.
The regulars discovered our battery. We guarded it with 100 men, I being one of the guard. They flung upwards of 100 bombshells, some cannon and grape shot at us. Wounded one man, broke 2 guns. 1 bombshell broke within 4 feet of me, which made me almost deaf. I believe there were 20 shells broke within 2 rods of me.
This day was very stormy. Under our feet we had water, snow, and ice. Sometimes we marched for 4 or 5 miles together, full mid-leg in water and generally near overshoe in mud for 15 or 18 miles together. Over our heads were thick clouds and the snow and rain came pouring down on us. Before us, the mountains were all covered with snow, and everything around us wore the uncomfortable aspects of winter. It was remarkable and not unaffecting to see the Americans, fired with love to their country and a noble emulation to defend her violated rights and just rights after almost infinite fatigues and hardships, and though badly clothed and badly provided for on many accounts, pressing on to new sieges and conquests.
Basie Wells of Farmington, Connecticut, enlisted for 7 months as a sergeant, the same day Ethan Allen and Benedict Arnold captured Fort Ticonderoga. He bought a blank book on that day for 3 shillings, lawful money, beginning a journal of his service
in the 8th Company in the 4th Regiment, raised by the United Colonies for the defense of the same against the tyranny of Great Britain.
He fell ill on September 18, 1775. So ill that he sailed back to Ticonderoga on the sloop Enterprise, on a makeshift bed of boards over barrels, along with British prisoners from Chambly. From Ticonderoga, he sailed up Lake George and managed to get a cart to carry him back to Albany. On November 15th, Sergeant Wells wrote,
"Arrived to my home, found all my family in good health. God be praised, therefore."
This was the first news he had had of his family since he left home in June. Journals, like Wells, provided a rare window into the service of thousands of American soldiers like him. It was no game. Beyond the obvious dangers to life and limb, disease and exposure left their marks on all that served in the first year of the Revolutionary War. Yet it is remarkable. A veteran of one campaign, perfectly acquainted with the miseries of being a soldier, Basie Wells left home again to serve in March 1776. He was far from alone. Generations of Americans have continued that legacy, a legacy that began before the Declaration of Independence and continues on into the posterity of today. Thank you, veterans, for allowing us, 250 years later, to be able to look back on how the defense of the United Colonies continues on in the United States today.